So Blizzard has released this article detailing a bunch of stuff about Phase 2, and I promise you I'm going to go over all this, all the new items and runes I will definitely talk about in a future video. But for this video, I want to talk about specifically this paragraph here that talks about no more GDKP runs, because I think it warrants its own video, and it's a very complex and intricate topic. I don't think it's as simple as a lot of people are trying to make it out to be. I don't think it's just a strictly good thing. They say they're getting rid of GDKPs because they want to prevent the erosion of traditional guild and social structures that are a part of the spirit of Season of Discovery. Real quick, I'm just editing this now, and I wanted to butt in and add in the fact that I don't really agree with this fully. And while I do think that GDKP is definitely a different environment than guild runs, it's not too abstract as they're trying to make it out to be. Because maybe if you're joining a trade chat GDKP, you're just doing a random pug with a bunch of random guys. But if you want a consistently good and well organized GDKP where you don't have to worry about randoms being there that don't know how to play the game, and you're sure that the run's going to succeed every week, you're probably going to join a server Discord, or you're going to find some social system where you can get in touch with other people that are running GDKPs every week and they want the same goals as you. And you're probably going to take about 75% of the same people every week and maybe fill out that other 25% with people that are just buyers or fills or carries or specific roles that you might need because somebody can't play that week or whatever. But you're probably going to end up running with the same 75% group of the same core people every week if you attend the same run and you want a consistent and high quality run every week. So, while I don't think it's the exact same structure as a guild because you're not doing the, guild activities, maybe guild PvP or whatever, but I already know that a bunch of guilds just raid log. So really, what's the difference there between a guild of raid loggers and a GDKP core of the same 75% of people, whether it be a 10-man or a 25-man in the case of Wrath of the Lich King? What's the difference there between guild raiding and GDKP raiding if you're running with the same core group of people and still forming those social connections either way? But anyway, that's just my opinion on that sentence. So I want to talk about the good first. What is the good that comes from this? Well, obviously, first off is less real money trading. It's undeniable, everybody knows it. People who go to GDKPs, not everybody, but some people, are gold buyers. And this gold is generated from botting, it's generated from account theft, a whole bunch of TOS, illegal means of getting the gold, and then it's resold for real money, giving people an unfair pay-to-win advantage. So less GDKP, in fact, zero GDKP gets banned, of course, will translate to less real money trading. And that is a good thing. And for my own opinion, I think that's where the good ends. And admittedly, that is a very good, strong point. Less real money trading is good for the game, good for the long-term health of the game, good for every facet of the game. But I think it's the only reason this is even in question, because other loot systems are not being looked at by Blizzard as potentially harmful for the game, regardless of how they work. There's Loot Council, there's MSOS, there's SR, there's DKP. None of those are being looked at by Blizzard, of course, because the difference being there's no real money trading aspect to those loot systems. And by the way, Blizzard has confirmed that GDKP isn't just GDKP in their eyes, it's also any capacity where you trade the raid leader gold for an item. So it's not just getting rid of GDKPs, but it's also getting rid of people accepting prepayments on items or anything like that. So even if the rest of the run is loot cancelled other than one item, it will still count as GDKP in Blizzard's eyes because an item is being exchanged for gold in a raid environment. It's not a BOE item. So with that being said, that's what I think is good about the change. What's bad about the change is GDKP incentivizes a lot of people to raid after they've already maxed out their character. The reason, of course, being after you've got your best in slot gear, after you've got your parses up to whatever you want to get them to, maybe all purple or all orange, there's no other reason for you to play your character if you're not getting gold to play the game. And you could definitely look at that as a bad thing, but personally, I don't see an issue with that. If people want to just raid all day, that's what they want to do. That's not my problem. That's what they want to do. I'm not going to do anything to change their opinion, change their mind. And personally, I've had alts in Wrath of the Lich King. I haven't done it in Season of Discovery, but in Wrath of the Lich King, I've had characters I only bring to GDKP, and I run with the same group every week, and I gear up through the cuts that I get. I use the cuts to buy items the next week, and without these players in the system, without them raiding every week, there's going to be less people pugging, and it's going to be a worse experience pugging. Also, the fact that some of these people are organizing the raids in the first place only because they want an organizational fee. They don't want to organize a SR run or an MSOS run because they're not in it for the loot, they're in it for the gold. And admittedly, they could be flipping the gold after the fact on a marketplace or whatever and contributing to real money trading. But I don't know if that's really my responsibility as a raider to monitor what they do with their gold after the fact. So I think it's not a great change in the sense that participation will probably be less, and there will be a harder time finding a quality, decent pug run to go to, because a lot of these people that put in all the effort and behind the scenes work to get a functional and consistent GDKP week after week are only doing it because they like the gold that they get out of it. They don't really care about gearing up their characters or making a community or whatever as much as they just like the gold. Sure, maybe for the first couple weeks after a patch drops, they want to get their characters up to best in slot gear, but after that, why would they keep running? Why do they keep going after they've already got best in slot gear, after they've already got their parse, if not for gold? And if there's no GDKP, well, the answer is they just stop running. Overall though, I'm glad that Blizzard is trying this first on Season of Discovery instead of applying this rule set to Wrath of the Lich King Classic 2 or Cataclysm Classic going forward, or the retail game. I guess in the retail game it doesn't really matter because you have personal loot, but I think Blizzard's idea and the reasoning behind this ban on GDKPs is a reasonable stance to take in a vacuum, but when you look at how this affects regular players that aren't involved in real money trading, and how this makes raid leaders less inclined to put together quality runs if they were doing it for GDKPs in the past, but now they don't have the GDKPs going forward, I think it'll cause an overall negative effect on the average day-to-day play of a random player. In my opinion, I think Blizzard should just let players do loot however they want, but I guess we'll see how this plays out going forward, and I'm not completely against the change. It's not like I can't play the game anymore because GDKP runs are banned. I'll still be playing the game, I'll still be enjoying Phase 2, it's just that I wish I had GDKP runs so that I can get my alts into high quality runs, I can get my alts into a fast, consistent environment, and I can make some gold on the side. Anyway, that's just my opinions, and like I said, I'll be talking about all the rest of this article, all the rest of the runes and everything that are revealed so far in a future video. So if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see the future video, stay subscribed. Thanks for watching.